Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be your shadow work for the week. So we're going to use two different decks that I have. The first one is the Light and Shadow Tarot, which you guys have seen me use. And the other one is the newest one called Conversations with Your Inner Self. These are some prompts for you to do some journaling. So if these resonate for you, this is where you can start to work through some of your shadow work. The other deck kind of shows us maybe what is actually happening. So we're going to use both. We're going to try and do some healing. All right, let's see what we have from our shadow side. What do we need to know? We start with temperance. So in the shadow side, that means there's some sort of imbalance going on. This could be within yourself, within a relationship, something that maybe you're juggling, but that something isn't quite working like it needs to. So we need to address those things. We also have the Knight of Cups. So this tells me it could be within a love relationship that things are imbalanced. Somebody might be acting a little petty, a little jealous, insecure, immature. Those things might also need to be addressed. Normally, the Knight of Cups is who we refer to as the knight in shining armor. He's somebody who's romantic, he's chivalrous, he's affectionate. But when he's in the shadow side, he's the polar opposite of that. He can be struggling with insecurity. He can be somebody who's very jealous, very possessive, and somebody who lashes out. So be cautious with that energy. It definitely sounds like there's an imbalance. You may have also had a string of bad luck lately, or something that feels like maybe you have a little bit of a curse on you. I don't believe in curses. I think that it's the energy that you attach to these things that really either is positive or negative. So we have to start realizing that we have the power to control the things in our life that we wish to change, whether that's for the better or for the negative. And we actually attract those things by thinking about them. So if you're an overthinker, spirit knows that, and they're not going to constantly bring you bad things. But if you constantly are dwelling on negative, you do tend to attract more negative things into your life. So shift the script and start to think positive and change things for the better. It does look like there's some sort of ending or missed opportunity when it comes to love. Normally, the Ace of Cups would be a fresh start and a new beginning. But I feel like either you've passed on a situation with somebody, you aren't interested in this situation, or that you feel like maybe you have missed out, either way that it resonates. The Three of Swords. In the shadow, it tells us that we're starting to heal. We're healing from the pain, the separation, a breakup, some sort of backstabbing or betrayal, and that we might either be on a separation from somebody or that we've had a recent ending. I also feel like there's been an imbalance in a long-standing relationship. So whether this is marriage or some other commitment that you have, I feel like there wasn't enough chemistry keeping things alive. I also feel like, sorry, I have a piece of hair in my eye, it's driving me crazy. I also feel like there wasn't enough emotional fulfillment. I feel like there could have been a lot of insecurity, maybe some infidelity, but definitely not enough emotional fulfillment in this situation. And so that would really indicate that something has to change. That if you're in a relationship and things just aren't going well, that they aren't reciprocating the energy, that they're not putting in the effort or, giving you the emotional fulfillment that you need from a committed relationship, then this is telling you there's something that needs to change. So let's see what it is that needs to change. How do we find the balance within ourselves? What do we need to know to create the harmony? All right, the Nine of Coins. So I feel like we're going to welcome in some sort of abundance. The fruits of your labor are going to pay off. Yep. So we are overcoming the heartbreak. I feel like it's still very much at the surface. So this might be relatively new for some of you that see the message. For others, it could be older. Take what fits, leave the rest. It's a general reading. I do feel like we need to keep working towards our goals, though. And so if this person wasn't it, that means that the right person is still out there. I do feel like there's some sort of news coming in quickly. I feel like you could be dealing with somebody, again, who's kind of immature, so we want to be careful with that energy. If you are sick and tired of the status quo, I feel like you're going to be walking away. The Eight of Cups tells us that we need to walk away from something that we've exhausted all other options to try and salvage it. And if it can't be saved, it can't be saved. It's time to end things and walk in a new direction. We also have, let's see, the Seven of Coins. So this tells us that we're very frustrated. It could be financially that we're very frustrated, could be emotionally. We feel like we've invested so much in this effort, in this opportunity, in this relationship, and that by giving up too soon, maybe we feel like we've missed out on an opportunity. I feel like if you really look at things objectively and you see whether anything can be fixed or not, or whether you're the only person that's putting forth the effort and getting really nothing back in return, you'll have your answer pretty clear in black and white. I do feel like there's lots of frustrations in this situation, though. So, financially as well, I feel like there could be some frustrations. How else do we balance these things out? Five of Wands. We have to go towards peace and harmony. There might be a lot of competition. There might be a lot of arguments, a lot of clashing egos and battles of the will, lots of rivalries. So we need to end those things. And I feel like as a result, your guard might be super high. So you're going to have to learn to trust again slowly. Again, there does look like there's somebody new trying to come in. This person is who I call the ideal father figure. He's nurturing, romantic, caring, compassionate. You know, all that emotional fulfillment you weren't getting from the other person, this guy is who you want. He's going to give all of the things that you needed from a previous partnership that you never received. And he's loyal. He's somebody who's going to have your back no matter what. He's somebody who wears his heart on his sleeve. He's emotionally intelligent. And he's somebody who I call the ideal father figure for a reason. He makes a really great partner. The Page of Coins tells us that some new opportunities are coming. So use manifestation and attract the things into your life with positive thinking and gratitude. And the Knight of Cups. So the knight in shining armor may be evolving into your King of Cups. So somebody that really would make a good partnership. All in all, I feel like if you're doing the healing, if you're working through the shadow stuff, then you will start to see things actually change. So let's see what kind of shadow work prompts we have for you this week. This deck is the identifying deck, so it tells you the issues you need to identify. And then if the trigger fits, if it triggers you, then that means there's still some sort of unhealed wounding that we need to work through. So work on that through journaling, deep breathing exercises, meditation. All of those will help you to process. Disappointment. Think about a time when someone you looked up to disappointed you, and what were your expectations? So, some disappointments. Putting yourself last. Where are you putting yourself last? And why did you put aside your own needs? These are all really great ones. What else do we have? The color of. What color is your sadness and why? Let's get one more of these. Two more of these. Closest friends. Who were your closest friends growing up? And admiration. What traits do you admire in others? Could these be disowned aspects of yourself? So let's see how we integrate. The white deck is integration. That's how we find the balance. Let's see what we need to know. Feeling freedom. Think about feeling completely free. What images or memories come to mind? Jealousy. What can you do to manage your jealousy? Needs. What are needs that you have that are being neglected? And how can you establish your needs and standards more strongly in life? Emotional release. What activities help you release pent up emotions? Energized. When do you feel the most energized? For me, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Self-discovery. What do you fear most about self-discovery? What are you afraid you're going to find out about yourself? Let's get one more of these. Protection. In what ways has your shadow self protected you? And remember, that's the truest version of ourself, is when we can integrate both the light side, the side that the world sees, and the shadow side, all the parts that we keep hidden and repressed. So I feel like we really have a lot going on for us to kind of resolve. So again, if any of these messages resonate for you, the black and the white cards are prompts to be able to journal about these things, to express yourself in meaningful ways, and to help you uncover some things that maybe are actually holding you back from where you truly need to be, which is your truest version of yourself or your authenticity. I hope that helps, guys. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you soon.